Good evening, Mochi. How are you today?
Good evening, Atulnaji. I'm well, very well. How are you today?
I'm doing great. You started your job in India and then later moved to Vietnam. What brought you here? Last year, you became the vice chairman of INCHAM. Co-founder of Social India Group. You have done an excellent job. Hello, everyone. This is Akulina. You are listening to Coffee with Lina podcast. We all know about fashion. When we talk about fashion, two things come up in our mind. Number one is textile, and the second one is garments. Vietnam is the third largest exporter of textile and garments in the world. Today, my guest is Mr. Mohit Agarwal, who is in garments industry over 2 decades. He holds a BTech in textile engineering from National Institute of Fashion and Technology. He has extensive expertise in textiles and apparel. Let's listen some information from him. Fashion industry is the most popular in the world nowadays. To run this industry, garments are the backbone. You are also the part of this industry. How did you come to this industry and what attracted you to enter the garments industry?
Okay, so actually, I came by chance. I when I joined my textile engineering, I was not aware of textile that time. During the counseling, I go for the best college available, and then the field available was textile. So I just by chance came into textile engineering. But while doing textile engineering, I realized that if I want to contribute in the garment industry, I need to have a post graduation from NIFT. So then I pursue for NIFT and I got admission in NIFT New Delhi. So it's a specialized course for apparel. So once it's done, then it opens my way for the garment industry.
Yes, that's great. That's great. You started your job in India and then later moved to Vietnam. What brought you here? How was the transition from India to Vietnam?
Before coming to Vietnam, I spent almost 7 years in India. But I was keep looking for the further avenues outside India as well. Few of my friends were working in Vietnam already that time. So then I got a chance and then I came over here.
Oh, is there anything that your friend mentioned you about Vietnam?
No, actually, it's all good. I heard about Vietnam that time also. And that's what my experience when I landed here. From the time I landed, and then, I get aligned with the food and language here, people very nice all over. I think it's a wonderful experience. And I say it's a good decision for me taken that time to come to Vietnam.
Yes, and I'm curious to know one more thing also. That when you worked in India, you came to Vietnam. What is the most interesting thing you have seen in your industry in Vietnamese?
Vietnam means the efficiency. So, which is, I think, one of the key factor for the overall profitability of any business. So, efficiencies in Vietnam are really fantastic. So, overall, disciplined workers and higher efficiencies make them very competitive.
Craftsmanship. Yes.
So it's an addition. So efficiencies also, and then you're right. It's the craftsmanship, workmanship we call
Dynamic environment.
dynamic environment, and they know what product need to be made and what quality need to be getting into the product while making.
Yes.
So they really believe in doing first right time. So
Hmm.
that makes them, less defect rate, and overall the product comes out nice.
Commitment to quality,
That's already
production
there.
rate.
Commitment to quality, on time delivery.
Yes.
So they are very much aligned, and very much reject rate as well. So
Hmm.
they take care about quality. They take care about deliveries, which is like commitment, and they take care that their workers get enough paid. So it's all over a well balanced industry.
Total package.
Total
For
package.
everything.
For
Yes.
sure. That's why they are doing very well, and everybody looking at Vietnam in current scenario.
Yes, and open trade policy, maybe the transportation, everything is very convenient. I feel so.
So they join a lot of free trade agreement.
Free trade,
So
FTA.
yeah, FTA. So with Europe they already have. With Canada they already have. Within ASEAN they already have. So that's also helped them in procuring the material with less cost and competitive cost, and that also helped the industry to grow further here.
Sustainable textile, maybe something of bamboo fiber or something they are very using in this industry. Heard from someone. And can you remember one thing that one time we visited the garments factory here,
Okay.
and I did have no idea about the garment factory before we went through INCHAM, right? So then I was entering into the factory, we all, then I say, oh my, is it a five-star hotel or something else? And inside, so many things were ongoing, right? The step by step, everything. The workers were so much engrossed, I see. And I asked one of them that what is the difference between the worker in the here, India and here? Then they mentioned they can work at the same pace from the beginning of the day till the end of the day. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. That
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
really we have to appreciate.
No,
You are
for
lucky.
sure. That's what I said, discipline, right?
Discipline.
So
Yes.
if you work for 8 hours, they work for 8 hours. So if it's in a break of 1 hour in between, they go on time, come back on
Same
time.
pace.
Yeah, and they start again with the same pace, same energy after the lunch.
Yes.
So you're right, absolutely right.
Yes. What is your role here in your company? Because you are in the Asmara International company. What is the future growth you can see here in Vietnam?
So I work for Asmara International from last 13 years. It's an apparel sourcing company.
Mhm.
So we give services to our all the customers from design till the garment dispatch to them. So the whole process chain, which includes designing of the garments, procuring the material like fabric, trim, zippers, then making those garments from that raw material. Then after making, of course, there is an inspection audit process from our team, and then it get finally shipped to the customer bag. So it's a whole supply chain of garment making and sourcing. So our company handles the full sourcing part. My role here is I am North Vietnam quality and operation head.
Operation head.
So I am looking care of all technical and quality aspects plus compliance around all the factories which are in North Vietnam. So you asked for the prospects for Vietnam industry. So Vietnam is third largest now, garment exporter. Almost $40 billion business they have
Yes,
done
yes.
last year. So they are going very well. And then with China plus one policy, which every sourcing country like US and Europe is looking for, like they are very much depend upon China for all their manufacturing before. So they want to have an option which they call as China plus one. Of course, nobody can say we don't source from China because it's so big. People have to be there, but everybody is looking for an option. So Vietnam is playing very important role,
Yes.
and all the sourcing countries are looking towards Vietnam as their sourcing country. So the growth path is set, and I think country have good infrastructure,
Yes,
skill,
good
what we talked
infrastructure,
about
right.
before. So government favorable government policies, so recipe is there, just
Yes.
good food to cook on.
Good food.
So I think it's on growing path and would be wonderful next 10 years.
Last year, you became the vice chairman of INCHAM. What was your experience?
So, yeah, let me tell about INCHAM a little bit.
Yes, yes.
INCHAM is a non-profitable business organization who is in Vietnam, and the main part of that organization is to strengthen the business relationship between Vietnam and India.
India.
So I feel it's a very good platform for all individuals who are in Vietnam to participate and help the chamber to grow further and to connect, make it strengthen better using their own skills. Somebody is from IT, somebody is from textile, somebody pharma. So Inchem is a good platform. I am associated with Incham from last 10 years, and I got an opportunity to be a vice chairman from last 2 years. I did my part in my best possible ways, and I'm happy that somehow I will to
It's
contribute.
a good platform for networking, professional networking too, I feel.
It's the way you look at it, right? So
Yes.
so definitely when you are part of an organization which connects with different uh, businesses, it will give you a chance for networking also. So definitely it's a part of it.
Yes, learning, growing, and staying curious.
Correct.
Along the way.
Correct. You meet people, you learn from them, and that's how you sharpen your skills.
Yes.
So that's I think of course Inchem is giving that platform as well. So
Yes. Yeah, even I am the member of INCHAM. So that's why I
glad
know.
to know. Please, yeah, continue.
Yes, and yes, INCHAM has given me more opportunity for writing, for many things I am associated with that. Soft heart and strong hand is necessary for community work. You are the co-founder of Social India Group. You have done an excellent job there. So, what's your overview about Social India Group?
I feel my personal happiness and I cherish those moments where I contribute for the community. So we are here because of community, right? From the childhood we get support from community, and we grow up and come to that level where we have some chances to give it back to the community. So it's all about my inner happiness and my just I feel very satisfied doing all the social activities possible again in my best possible ways, and I have a support from our team, and you are also part of it. So I think that's all about it. I feel very happy doing that.
Yes, I've been after COVID, during COVID, we started this group, right? And we have done a lot of activities. It's true that maybe have been helped anyway to the community for many competitions, many contributions to the community. But one very quick thing, it is helping others or healing yourself. Which one is more?
I think it's both ways. So whenever anything happens or any activity happens, it works both ways. So if you are not passionate, if you not feel by heart that I want to do this, you'll not able to do it, and you're not able to continue it. So definitely, it gives an inner happiness, inner satisfaction for me, and then I think it's helpful some ways for community also. They get a chance to showcase their talent in some ways,
Yes, yes.
to have some platform so where they can interact with other community people.
Exactly.
So I think it's both ways.
Yes. Thank you for sharing your insightful thoughts about garments and above all your participation in the INCHAM. And you have the vice chairman last 10 year 2 year, and your social India group, Indian Social Club. We have a small community club here. We conduct many activities. We started in COVID, during COVID, and people were really frustrated, and we started to do something new for them to give them some hope. Yes, hope is every time we have the hope. Always we have to believe that in the darkest moment of our life, just stay curious and be happy and try to see the hope in front of you. I'd like to conclude our conversation with Mr. Mohit Agarwal, who shared a lot about his multidimensional participation in the community and in his company also. So it means a lot for all of us. I'll be coming with a new person next week. in my channel. Bye bye.